Living a healthy lifestyle is not easy, but we all know the benefits of taking care of our bodies. For me personally, I have battled lupus, I've been on dialysis, and I've had a kidney transplant. So my tagline in life is health is wealth. So in today's video, I'm gonna be discussing 3 things I've learned since I started working out. So if you guys know anyone that could benefit from these types of videos, please go ahead and share it with them. And if you're new to my channel, what's up? Take a moment and hit subscribe to be notified when I post my next video. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So I've always been able to maintain my weight. Growing up, I've always been small. I've never really had much of an issue, but I've always had that little pouch in the belly. And it was always hard to get rid of. But what I've noticed is as I'm getting older, but not only as I'm getting older, you guys know, like I'm on some medications and these medications pump you up. And so one of the medications that I'm taking is prednisone, and it's something that, it's common in the chronic illness community, especially for those that had the kidney transplant like myself, or even some of my lupus warriors out there. We're on this particular drug and it packs on the weight. From the time that I got my kidney transplant till now, I look night and day. And when I tell you that weight came on fast, it really came on fast. And so recently I decided that, you know what, I wanted to go on a fitness journey. Just a couple months ago, I said, I want to start working out. I want to start doing better. And I am not perfect by any means. Like one day I'll be doing good and the next day I'll fall off. But I know that being consistent will get you results in your fitness journey. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing is diet. I've realized that diet is everything. Like you can work out, you can do all of this stuff, but if you don't watch what you put into your body, it's gonna make the process a lot harder. So for example, like I try to eliminate as much sugary juices and all of that. Like I don't drink soda. It's gotta be a very rare, and I mean rare, situation for me to go ahead and drink a soda. Most of the time, I am drinking just water. And that's because I already have to have so much water. Oh, let me go show you guys what it actually looks like. This is my container that I have to guzzle down. And I'm almost done, I'm almost there. I'm not fully there yet, but I have to guzzle that down daily. So I really don't have time anyway to fit in all the other juices. But not only that, there was a lot of things that we have changed since I've gotten a kidney transplant. Years ago, I was vegan, but because I got sick and I went on dialysis, they started telling me that, I should eat the meats and so forth. So I caved in and I did. But now that my kidneys are working and everything is going good in this phase, I decided that I want to eliminate certain things because I just know that it's hard on the kidneys. And so for example, I personally have eliminated meat. Not telling you guys that you have to do that, but I don't eat like chicken, pork, beef, any of that. I guess you can put me in a box and say I'm pescatarian because I do eat fish. But I am not vegan. I did not go all the way back there. But I'm just being conscious of what I'm eating on a daily basis. Just try to limit out like the sugary, a lot of breads, rice, all of that stuff makes a huge difference. So at nighttime, I will eat like some vegetables and some fish, or I would make like one of my favorite things by HelloFresh is their black bean portobello. Like it's like a quesadilla type of style. There's no meat, none of that in there, and it's so filling and it's so good. So I just realized that diet makes a huge difference. Like if you want to see weight drop off, you just have to be really strict on your intake of what you're taking in your body. So like I said, the first thing is diet, right? So the second thing I would say is pain is gain. And the reason I'm saying that is because I was constantly like working out. I was doing my bike. I was doing lots of walking. Even my stretches, you guys already know that I put up a ton of stretches because I just enjoy it. It's therapeutic for me. It just makes me feel good. And I need that in my life because when I'm dealing with lupus, I get a lot of joint pains. So it's always good to keep moving. But I realized what the difference from where I started my fitness journey to where I am right now, don't get it wrong, guys, I did fall off a little bit. I'll be getting back on. But is that I started weightlifting. And yes, I was sore. And I was in pain. I'm not gonna exaggerate. I was in pain. When I first started, I was in pain for days. But guess what? I never gave up. I kept going through the pain and the results came and they came faster. So with the diet, and me weightlifting, I saw a massive change in my body. I was so confident in myself and how I was looking, like it was oozing off of me. People like, oh, you're glowing. I'm like, I'm happy. I'm like, I feel good about myself. My body feels good. So I had went to DR with my husband, and like this is the first time I was able to put on a 2-piece bikini. Like for anybody that knows me knows that I do not wear a 2-piece. Far as I don't even really wear bathing suits, but I was feeling myself. You know, I worked really hard. I've come a long way in life from, you know, basically being on my deathbed to building back up myself and to like getting physically fit. I felt like that was a huge accomplishment and I wanted to show off. So I rewarded myself. You know, I said, if I do good and I lose the weight that I want to lose, I'm gonna go ahead and buy me some new clothes. And that's exactly what I did. So my husband and I went online, we started shopping, and we just bought ourselves some new stuff for our vacation. So it just makes it rewarding, right? Like if I'm working out, I wanna see some kind of reward. I gotta attach some kind of reward to that, guys. So make sure you do that. So the third thing is that you need to work out for you. And I stress this because there's so many people that I see that say, you know, my husband doesn't support me, my kids don't support me. Nobody's going to support you but you. The change that you want to put in has to be for yourself. Like for me, there's a lot of times that like my family are very encouraging, you know, my dad, my husband, and it wasn't till I was ready to put those shoes on that's when change started to happen. I realized that, you know, sometimes like friends and family, they may not even be on your workout level, so it might hold you back. And sometimes you just gotta do things by yourself, or maybe hire a personal trainer or whatever it may be, but just know that you're doing what you're doing for you. There's so many other things that I have learned, you know, but I just wanted to come on here and give you guys my top 3 things that I've learned since I started working out and I started feeling good. When you start working out, you start feeling more confident in yourself, guys. Yeah, if you guys see the difference from my first set of videos when I first got my transplant to where I am now, I was very self-conscious. I didn't like how I was looking. I had lost massive amount of weight and I was looking like a skeleton on my skin. My skin wasn't even glowing. My hair, like you could see my collarbones. It was really bad that I just wasn't confident in myself. I wasn't happy. I wasn't in a good place at that particular point. And then the weight started piling on so much that I really wasn't confident at that point. So I said, you know what? I have to do something for Chrissy. And that's what I did for me. And I'm very satisfied where I am right now. And I want you guys to be at that point too. Do not rush this process. This is your journey. Take your time, you know, create a plan. If you have to start out, you know, twice out of the week, 3 times out of the week, or only on the weekends, you figure it out. But you know, a little bit goes a long way. That's all I could really say, is that you have to start building up. And then I went from 2 days to 3 days to 5 days. Sometimes I even went 7, but I realized that your body does need a day of rest. But that was it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this encourages you to put your shoes on and get moving. Otherwise, hit that subscribe button because it does help my channel. And this is just to share this out there. When you guys hit those notification bells, it's sharing it out into the YouTube universe so I can impact more people. And I want to be able to serve as much people that I can that needs my help. All right, guys, I'll see you guys on my next video. See you guys next time.